you're new to my channel, my name is Olivia and I focus on travel, wellness, and sustainable living. Past winter, we were in Southeast Asia. We were in Singapore for 3 months and we broke up that time by going to Bali for Christmas and New Year's. We ended up leaving Singapore about 2.5 weeks early because coronavirus started to spread in Singapore, and now we are in the situation we are here in the United States. Yeah, now we're dealing with it here, so it seemed to follow us. Ended up leaving 2.5 weeks early. And when we got back, I had a cat that was 16 years old, and I had him since I was 10 years old. But when we got home, I noticed that he wasn't breathing right, I guess. So I just noticed that it was like hard for him to breathe, and he was breathing really fast. So I just noticed something was off, and then we ended up taking him to the vet. Ended up finding out that he was in heart failure. Sorry, this is like really hard for me to talk about. Tried keeping him here as long as possible. They said like he had a month or 2 left of his life, and ended up having him stay at home for a week, and then we just noticed he wasn't doing well. The medications were working and stuff, but he couldn't rest, and he wasn't really eating, and he would love to eat, and yeah, so we ended up having to put him down. So we dealt with that within the first 2 weeks when we got back. So that pretty much took up all of February, and then obviously grieving after that, because he's been my best friend since I was 16, or since I was 10 years old. He was just turned 16 in October, and yeah, I've had him for a really long time, and that was just a really hard process for me to go through, and I am thankful that we did end up coming home early, because I noticed that something was wrong with him, and Chico's brother was watching him and stuff, but he didn't really know him that closely, I guess, that I did. So I just knew something was off, and yeah, I just felt that it was best that, you know, he wasn't struggling to cut that out or whatever. We were dealing with that for about like 3-4 weeks. Really hard time for us. We were already going through horrible jet lag, adjusting from our life in Singapore, coming back home, and we now are living with Chico's brother, so that was a big transition as well, and it's been great. But obviously bringing in a new person in our space has been a transitional period. So we were transitioning from jet lag, getting back from Singapore, life in Southeast Asia for 3 months, and then dealing with the loss of my cat, dealing with him being sick, and also like a new person, a new type of living in our space. So it's just been a really crazy past month, I guess. I can't believe it's already been almost a month. Now we are dealing with coronavirus here, and it's been insane. I don't really know what to think. We were in Singapore and everything was kind of rapidly growing there, and then it stopped as we left, and it seems like everything's under control there, but now it is here. All of New York is being shut down as far as like schools, and I went to Whole Foods yesterday and it was completely empty. Like, they had vegetables and stuff, but people were buying like 10-15 things of packaged meat. There's no chips, no pasta, nothing. All this has happened in a month. So it's taken me a while to post Bali part 2. If you haven't seen, we were in Bali. I posted my Bali part 1 of Uluwatu and Canggu, and now I'm going to show you guys my Bali part 2 in Ubud. I have been to Bali once before. I went with my best friend for like half of the part of the trip, and then I was alone for the other half of the trip, and that was for my 25th birthday, so almost 2 years ago. I had no idea what Bali was really. I watched Eat, Pray, Love, of course. I had insurance money from a car accident that I ended up using to buy my ticket to go to Bali, and I knew I always wanted to travel alone. Wanted to do that for myself without Chico, who is my boyfriend. You guys probably will see throughout all of my vlogs, and hopefully we will do more together. He didn't go with me the first time, so super excited for us to go. Being away, I think we both are really missing it a lot, so we cannot wait to go back, and we already have plans to try and go back this year, hopefully for Christmas again, because that was just like a really great time. But yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you guys my Ubud trip. So we were in Ubud for about a week and a half, and I realized I didn't really film a lot of like myself talking. Didn't do too much, hung out at a lot of cafes, ate a lot of food. I've also written an entire blog post guide type of thing with everything from accommodation tips to my places that you should eat and try and do, and the recommendation for my driver who I have used on both of my trips. His name is Ryan and he is amazing. Such a great guide, and I was so happy to see him again. So in my blog post, I've listed all of these things, so you guys can take a look at that. I think I'm gonna do an updated version at some point. I just really wanted to get this vlog out for you guys. But yeah, I really hope you guys like this vlog. If you guys like this Bali video, it's so great to be able to watch back and reminisce on such an amazing experience. Get started. So we just stumbled upon an art museum here in Bali. You guys must come. It's modern Balinese art. It's so beautiful. Station, there's a beautiful rice terrace walk that leads you to multiple spas and resorts. Have some of the most beautiful views of the mountains and rice paddies. One of my favorite things to do in Ubud is the Champuan Ridge Walk for sunrise or sunset. It's about a 2-hour hike that takes you through some of the most beautiful views in Bali. While strolling, we found this traditional Balinese house that offered a free tour with coffee and fresh coconut for purchase. You cannot go to Bali without visiting the Ubud Art Market for some of the popular Bali bags and so much more. This is a haggling market, so you have to negotiate prices and never buy anything until you've walked around to multiple vendors. Ask for the price, act disinterested, walk away, and they'll most likely drop the price. The best time to go is in the morning, where the first sale of the day is considered good luck. and down and all around from each side. You can go like down and then up and then down and then back up. Today we are doing 2 temples. We did the Holy Spring Temple and then this other one, I will name it here. But just so you guys know, you don't really have to buy a sarong. You can rent them here in a donation. But yeah, there will be people trying to sell you sarongs, which is just up to you if you want to do that. It's been a beautiful morning. It is about like 9:30 and we've already done 3 things, so it's really nice to get the day started early and there's not a lot of people at all. So the last time I was here, I was actually alone, so it's nice to come back with Chica. We were gonna go doing the hike today for Mount Batur, but it said it was gonna be raining all day and actually didn't rain. So I think we're gonna go this weekend. But yeah, he's taking his time. What to do? We went to the rice terrace this morning, but I guess they already harvested all of the rice, so there was no rice in them, but it was still really beautiful to see. Maybe next time. They said like 2 weeks and the rice should be ready to plant. It's a long process. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. This is mixed food.
Yeah.
Nasi campur.
Driver Ryan took us to one of his favorite places to get traditional Balinese food. It's been there for like 30 years. We got the nasi campur, which is also known as like a mixed food with an assortment of fritters, satay, rice, sambal, and other veggies. It has become one of our favorite dishes of all time, and we ended up getting it every day after. We're at Zest right now. We actually just found out it's near our Airbnb, but we're gonna be getting it's all plant-based food, so I'm super excited to try it out. We got a pizza, some taro root fries, everything. They use all local ingredients, so stay tuned. Hey guys, so it's our second to last day in Bali, and I'm just headed to get some yoga pants. We are taking a meditation class, and I'm wearing a skirt, which like you're not really moving, but you're like cross-legged and stuff. So I'm just gonna go get something, look for something. But yeah, really excited to go home, but kind of excited to get back to Singapore. Or I'm not going home, going back to Singapore. So I'm super excited for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to this ethical, sustainable yoga wear shop right now.
Never understand the things that we want. Why do you keep coming back? I want love, you don't. No. So why are you here? Yeah. I should take it back so that you don't know where my heart is at.
Our last dinner here.
Don't want you to know.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. It really, really does support my channel and help me grow.